Yeah. All right, so let's see. Start recording, take off the raw, put up the recording in progress, and here we go. Mic off. Guys,
All the noise.
guys, come on! I'm trying to start my show. Guys, no, come on, stop! All right, that's it. I'm starting the show.
Damn it.
Ugh. Guys, no, come on, stop! For kids. This show is about chaos. All right, that's it. I'm starting the show. Over coffee.
Damn it.
Guys, no, come on, stop! Comments.
Why am I getting it twice?
Holy shit! We fell into a K-hole on a Wednesday. Did you guys hear that? You guys will hear it in 20 seconds, I imagine. Shit.
I heard it twice. I was like, is that me? Did I miss that?
I don't know. I don't know what that was, but that was like just, whatever. Anyway, here we go. Happy Wednesday, people. It's like, how
Good
you
morning.
feeling? How you feeling? Good morning. Good morning, Zero or Die. Oh, let's see. Okay, so catching up on the chats here. All right, it looks like people are coming in or have been here for the pre-show. I want to say, I'm just like looking over these chats, seeing if okay, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. That's fantastic. Okay, so good morning. During the pre-show, again, we were playing the trance stylings of DJ Basic. I'm going to drop his link once again into the chat. You can find DJ Basic on Odysee. He also I think DJ Basic is a he. Also goes by Hey Y'all. So stop on by, show some love, because that was a nice trance set. All right, let's see. This morning in the Jitsi, we have shit, and I appreciate. We've got the Gray Man, we've got Cali Girl, and we've got Super Trucker. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Shit.
Yes, and Feisty has dropped the link to the Jitsi. If you'd like to join the chats at any point during the show, by all means, come on in. The door is open. All right, let's see. Going back on over to the chats. All right. So,
All right.
So, where to
All right.
start? Do we start with this Eric Swalwell video that I haven't seen, or I have not seen this Eric Swalwell video yet, called Lock
I
Rock?
haven't seen it either.
I didn't even know Eric Swalwell had a YouTube presence.
I don't know who he is.
Well, he's that guy who farts.
Oh.
He's a California Congress.
Is
We
it?
all fart in California.
Okay. Callie, you missed the pre-show conversation.
Oh.
Apparently, I am an odd one when it comes to flatulence, nocturnal flatulence, or what do they call it? A nighttime blast.
Yeah.
Do I start the show, the recorded
Yeah.
aspect of the show?
Hey, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. What the heck? Farts is just as important as everything else.
It may as well be. In the shit show we have going on with our government and at a global level, this shit show, why not start a Wednesday recording session talking about, do you wake up when you fart? Are you a person like me who will immediately leave the room in embarrassment and mortification?
Oh my God.
Do you run from one end of the house to the other and go to the furthest bathroom away possible in order to just let it go, so your partner does not have to experience that? And while you're doing that, are you the kind of person who experiences that your partner has no problem whatsoever giving you an unintentional Dutch oven in the middle of the night? Are these important? Yes, the bedtime
Yes.
blast.
It's funny. It's hilarious because yesterday when I was having the Wi-Fi issues, I wasn't sure how to turn my mic off, and I saw my son come out of his bedroom, and every morning, I swear to God, not to narc him off, he comes out here and farts, and it's a running joke almost. It is a running joke. But it's always jokes have always been funny to him. He's a boy, of course. As a girl, yeah, we were used to be told girls don't fart, and then I realized my son told me, well, when you fart and you burp, you're losing weight.
Perhaps.
Well, that's his research. I believe him. He's my son. He tells me he's like me. He wants to research shit and be right.
Well, I
So
will
it's part
say,
of the weight loss. It's part of the weight. You're the gas has to weigh something, and then you're moving your bowels when you're doing that. So it's a function. There's a function for that. God had a reason for making us farters and burpers.
there is,
Um,
yes,
obviously, farting and burping, you do lose weight. We've all seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or no,
Right.
Willy Wonka, whatever the fuck it's called.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the first one.
Yeah, so they go up, they floating up in the air, and they start burping, and they go down. So there you go.
Yeah, and then also, I was trying. No, they had to squeeze the grape girl. That's one of my favorite all-time movies ever. Is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
the
Factory.
original.
The original. No, I can't stand that other garbage.
Well, I
The
have to
original.
say,
And I believe I didn't read a lot of books when I was young because I'm dyslexic, but I do believe that I read the book. My favorite.
from the mouth of babes this morning, 45-1 Actual's daughter consoled me.
Aw.
And if anyone was here during the pre-show, you heard what she said, and I'll summarize as in basically what this child told me was, shut your mouth, everyone does it. I mean, that's pretty much, well, the summary. I couldn't hear everything because there was a little bit of line static, but kids are amazing. Kids are amazing. Just the way that they can look at the world and remove all the stupid shit we acquire as we get older, and that kind of just factual innocence, that's worth preserving. That is
Yeah,
worth fighting for.
it removes the shame because when you think about it, where did we learn that farting wasn't okay? Well, it's not okay to fart in public. Like if you're in public, whatever, try not to rip it down the aisle, by the produce or whatever. Try to, I know if you got an upset stomach, stay at home, blow your farts out in your bathroom, wherever. Because some people, when they fart, they also do the other thing, they shart. So, yeah, I don't know. I had a
That's
boyfriend once. He farted so loud at night, I'd be dead asleep and I'd hear this fart, and I literally thought someone was blowing up the house one time. I thought the police were coming. I was in a dream state or something, and I hear this boom, and I was just like, "What?" Woke up all startled.
What kind of show is this?
well, this is the Wednesday show.
The shit show.
It's the dump day, or it's the Wednesday. It's the hump day. Get over
Shit
it.
show.
Get over it.
It's dump day. I want to tell a story. I'm going to tell this story because this could be affecting a lot of people, especially if you're going to end up taking Paxlovid, that stupid drug that they want to give people for the fucking sniffles. I'm just going to tell you a story of what happens when you take these particular chemicals in your body. It will make you have diarrhea. And once upon a time, I was playing billiards and I was wearing a white outfit at the club playing billiards. And I went to go lean over the table and I shit my pants
Oh
while
no.
on the drugs that they want to give everyone.
Oh
So
no.
I just want to make a warning. It's kind of like a PSA. Um, if you are going to take Paxlovid, aside from the potential for you to harm your kidneys, your liver, your organs in general, it is a highly aggressive antiretroviral therapy that they want to give the general population. You will probably shit your pants at some point. Just saying. You've been warned.
Yeah. There's other drugs that are like that too. And
Yeah.
then if you've had a gastric bypass, you can, yeah, you're in trouble. Do
Yes.
not do not take drugs. Do not take drugs. And the safest place to fart is in your toilet if you can. But if you can't,
just by all means. And if you do happen to have like a Havana omelet where it just splatters all over the place,
Oh fuck!
well, it's that kind of day.
It is. We can't help what we talk about. We're real people.
No, you can help what you talk
Real
about.
people with real problems.
Yeah.
The
People,
Dark Tranny Show.
these are issues.
Amen.
Make sure that you're wiping the rim and stuff like that because especially lift the seat and make sure that there aren't any like brown splatters on the underside of the toilet seat.
Amen. And you know what? I will tell you, people, I will tell everybody out there, if you eat properly, you're not going to have as many issues. But if you intermittent fast, you will be farting and you will be burping. That is a sign that you're in ketosis, most likely. And I'm not a medical doctor. If you want to know more about intermittent fasting, go to Dr. Mindy, and I think it's PLEZ. I think I might have said PELZ. I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I told you. I think it's Pelzy. I don't know. I can look her up right now and pull up the link. She's an actual doctor. She actually does intermittent fasting online with her community. I don't know how if you have to pay or what to get her care, but you can also do it without paying and follow along because she posts some. Like most of the doctors are doing nowadays. They're posting some information on the internet, and then if you want to get a consultation, you have to pay to get your consultation, which is I have no problem with that. At least they're sharing some information about how to be healthy and how to stay healthy.
And I have something to add to that from the Paxlovid side, having taken the HIV drugs and such, which they are currently wanting to give everyone
No.
for the sniffles, regardless of which diet you're on. Just know this: when you're going to that restaurant and you're getting your food or anything like that, or you're going shopping, what they are doing is they are giving people a medication which will ensure that you're blowing chunks out your ass. Do not think Metamucil is going to save you. All you're going to end up doing at that point is making very violent accelerate. I mean, just imagine a weapon of gummy worms shooting out your ass, and just remember that when you're shopping.
It makes me laugh, but this stuff is true, and this kind of maybe goes into the conversation we were having a little bit before you started. You asked me, well, what do I know about, or what can I talk about? Blah 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 blah. And all this medical stuff. Who is it natural for anybody to be on one medication, let alone 18 or 20?
No.
And that's what they did to the patients that they gave a fake PCR test because we now know what deal is, and they gave them 20, 30, 40 drugs, and they're still trying to fucking pull that shit on the newbies.
Okay, now explain, elucidate on that topic. What is the shit they're trying to pull? If you can like repackage what you just said.
Okay, well, like everybody, they're not maybe trying to give you HIV and AIDS, but they're trying to give you COVID and now all the new strains, and so they're giving you certain types of medications, and they're pulling out their old medications that have probably been on the shelf that they thought, oh, we're going to have way more patients for the AIDS epidemic to give AZT to, and we just didn't get the numbers because that's what they kept saying. We got to get 70%. Do you remember them actually telling us we got to get 70%?
I remember them saying even higher numbers. Go on.
Well, 70% is conformity. That's how they measure conformity of a population.
Yes, go on.
And that's that's a theoretical thing. Anyways, getting back to the medications, I don't personally think that it's normal for a body to be on a bunch of medications, especially when the medications have side effects that are going to cause you to be on another medication.
Exactly.
I'm not a doctor. I'm an observer. I had people die in front of me from AIDS. Okay, I've had ones that had insurance, and I had ones that had no insurance. The ones that had insurance, guess how long they lived?
Well, they live quite a long time because the insurance, as long as the insurance policy is in force and pumping the cash, they live quite a long time.
When do you think the ones that didn't have insurance died?
They just died almost immediately, and it wasn't from. I'm telling you,
In front of my face.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was the HIV. I don't even know. And personally,
We don't know.
Being an HIV patient who was diagnosed with AIDS, Look at me. It's like I have been here for 3 decades beyond the diagnosis. It's like I'm not dead and I'm not taking the fucking pills.
I know, and
I'm
I'm thinking
not.
for you all the time, and I'm so glad. I mean, I'm not your doctor. I am not telling you what to do, but I stopped taking all my medication too.
Right? How the fuck are we still here? How the fuck are we still functioning?
I was told I had to be on that medication for my whole life.
I was told if I didn't take the medication, I would die. And you want to know what I found out? Taking the medication was making me sick. And one of the medications is called lamivudine. And
And
that was
isn't
when
that
my
satanic
fucking,
abuse? Threatening that you're going to die if you don't do something? That's a part of satanic abuse.
that's part
Why
of
are
the
you guys
fucking ritual.
whispering?
Pardon me?
Because this is kind of like
It's very
secret
taboo.
stuff.
Here, let me say this, by the way. We are librarians and archivists. Callie, take it over. What's our
Yeah, for
slogan?
sure. We do not consent. We have that the rights under the 10717 law that Axe always says.
Refer to
And
Axel.
doing this for entertainment purposes only. We are not medical physicians. We are not advising anybody to do anything that we do. These are the things that we've done in our lives. These are the observations that we have made in our lives. I'm trained in observation, participation, observation, and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. And I have theory and method, and I got A's and graduated with distinction and honor. And so leave us alone. Bye.
And I also don't consent, and I have diarrhea of the mouth, and I like to talk about things I observe as well. I have First Amendment rights, and fuck this, that,
Yeah.
and that thing
Right.
in particular.
You know what?
Ooh,
Talking about the
ooh, ooh, ooh,
Constitution.
hold on, Kelly, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Someone's asking me something in chat, and I don't want it to fly off the screen. Okay, so
Okay.
Kid Seville says, not changing the subject, but I talked to my therapist about DBT being weaponized. At first, she looked at me confused, thinking I meant the doctor, not the patient. And after, she totally agrees that if you know true info and are able to cause it, it can be. Yeah, you can weaponize DBT. Okay, um, because
Well, I
you.
certainly
They
wasn't
teach
going to
you.
let that Democratic chick do it on me. So whatever.
What was that?
I wasn't going to let the Democratic chick do DVT on me.
Do you know what you know what DBT is, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it stands for, but she told me, "Oh yeah, I know how to do DVT. I can help you with that."
It's
And I was like,
dialectical behavioral therapy, and the
yeah, they
thing
put you in
is
the
that
trance.
what they don't often consider when they're teaching someone DBT is that while they're training you how to control your emotions, they're also training you how to enhance the ability to, what is the word? When you're manipulative. If you have a psychological bent towards harming people with manipulation, DBT can be used to make you even more dangerous. And that's what they don't tell you.
Well, yeah, because the whole process goes into it's a meditative process they take you into, and then they I don't know what they all do. I haven't studied the shit, but it sounds like it's the same old witchcraft. This is what Sylvia Brown did. She did the past life regression.
Yeah?
Anyways, I don't want to get off topic because we were talking about medical stuff, and I think we're still talking about that. And I can go off topic all day long. Um, where were we? Where were we at?
All
We were
right.
talking about
All
taking
right.
medication. Go ahead. You get us in line.
All right.
Get us in line,
So
General.
20 minutes ago when this show started,
Yes.
you guys were about to show this ridiculous Eric Swalwell campaign ad video.
Thank you.
Thank
However,
you.
I have one comment that
Yes.
I've been waiting to get this in. Going way back to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original movie.
Yes.
I just wanted to point out, if anyone has never noticed this before, Grandpa Joe is a fucking fraud.
Oh, no shit. Absolutely. Go on. Tell your story.
Well, he's the same story we've all seen in the movie. He fucking lays around like a little bum ass faking bitch.
Yes.
And then he can't even get out of bed, can't fucking feed himself, can't change, can't do anything. They all just lay in bed. And all of a sudden, Charlie, after trying to work his ass off for the whole family, was a bunch of lazy fucking liars laying around in bed, faking, finds the golden ticket, and now all of a sudden Grandpa Joe's up dancing around.
Not only is Grandpa Joe up and dancing around, but now Grandpa Joe is like somehow like the fucking leader after not doing a damn thing for the first. What is it? Is it like the first 25 minutes of the movie is just them all mopey and glooming and dooming and black pilling and everything like that, while little Charlie is like, I have a little spark in me. I'm gonna go and try to do the best, like you just said.
Oh, but yeah, when you said Charlie has the spark, Charlie is our spark. I love Charlie. Yeah, I know there's a lot of dissection of that movie, and I'm still living in my little dreamland in that movie. Don't wreck it for me. But no, seriously, what you just said is totally, totally weird because it's cool because it to me it brought up the idea that you're not going to be 90 years old like them folks. If they were even 90, who knows how old they were? In my mind, they were like my 90-year-old great grandma, who I had the pleasure of knowing for a lot of my life. And I'll tell you what, she was never laying in bed. My people was walking. If you want to stay alive till you're 96 or 102, which my grandfather's brother lived to be just short of 102, you got to walk. You got to get up, and you got to get up every day, and you got to do something for yourself. Anyways, that's my soapbox.
Before
All
we
right.
get to the video, I'm going to respond to Kid Seville on this. It's like, Kid Seville says, you can control the whole situation and know not witchcraft. It is trying to teach certain people to be able to normally communicate with everyday people. Yes, on the surface, that is the point of DBT, Kid Seville. I get that. What I'm saying is that I was also, I took several years of DBT as a patient. And in my fucked up brain, I was able to weaponize it. And I shit thee not, before I came out and left the fucked up prison of the left. When a lefty uses DBT because they don't care about other people, DBT can train a person with a sick brain to become even more diabolical, is what I'm saying. It isn't a perfect psychology. It does work for most people. Some people can learn how to weaponize it. That's all I'm saying. So,
And I'm not saying don't do it if it's something that you and your doctor are talking about. Do your research and see if it's right for you. I just wasn't going to do it for me because that was a colleague. That was a yeah, she was a colleague. She worked with me, so she already knew certain things about my behavior before she knew other things about me, and then offered to do that for me. And really, all I needed to know was the truth. And when I found out the truth, then I could heal my own trauma.
yes. Oh, and the trauma. God, if there's ever a medical profession which does a lot of harm, and if your psychotherapist starts harming you with your memories, to have you regress into past experiences which have harmed you, and then goes and passes you on to someone else, know this: you've just been malpracticed. Anyone who goes and dredges up everything that's ever harmed you and then goes and says, I'm dropping your case, I can't handle you, or something like that. Does it sound like I'm speaking from experience? Maybe,
Yes.
maybe catch the info bomb 45-1 and I are like putting together. That'll be like the first, I don't know when the first episode is going to be released, but we're working on getting the final part of the first episode of the info bomb put together for This Bus Has No Brakes. And it should be
No,
articulated in that first episode.
and I wanted to say I gave some testimony too about previous. We talked actually a couple shows ago about therapists and our own experience in therapy, and and getting that and having that experience of being in an office for an hour, and you get and I'm not we're not the only ones. I know. I've heard people online talk about this all the time, where you go in and you're expecting a therapeutic outcome at the end of your hour, and you actually have just they've worked you up so much from your trauma that you're in your trauma, and then they're like, oh, your appointment time's up. I'll see you next week. And so then you leave the office and you're literally not even yourself. you're in some other flashback that you've been having, you know, periodically for whatever, however many years, and you walk out of the office and you're just like, it's like, you know, I don't even want to explain how it feels, because you're never going to know unless you've been in that situation. And then that's maybe why you're going to go and get something like DBT, because a doctor has said, oh yeah, I learned this new technique, you know, and it's not really a new technique. It's just a repackaging of an old technique.
That is
And
true.
isn't that what they're doing with the medication that you're talking about? They're just repackaging it for something else because they have it on the shelf.
And
Or
a
they
note on that medication, I was bringing up lamivudine. Lamivudine is coming back into the scene. Lamivudine, also known as 3TC, in a set of videos I showed like years ago, I showed what 3TC did. My eyes are golden. My skin is yellow. My liver was being actively destroyed by lamivudine, and they're bringing it back. That's crazy. It's a black pill moment. Lick it.
So one of the salties is saying it got me off all those medicines. I didn't need that. I didn't need and reconnected with my late wife. So it does work
It
to a
does,
point
yeah.
after.
That is the best case outcome, and that is good. I am so happy that it worked for you.
And then
Hey,
Salty's asking for an email.
Do you have an email or DM I
She
can
wants to,
talk
yeah,
to
she
about
wants.
a couple?
I guess wants to talk to you about a couple things that she doesn't. That, I don't know if it's a he or she. I'm sorry, I can barely see the name. I should blow up my screen, but
You can meet me in the Jitsi. Do I have it here? I'll just put here. If you wanna send me an email, I don't monitor these things like that often, but the racisttranny@gmail.com. I hope I spelled that all correctly.
Lady Ninja's going to warm up.
Lady Ninja, you have yourself an excellent workout. So yeah, that's my email. If you do want to email me, I don't often check my email boxes though. I'm just not that connected. So I will open my email like once a day. Of course, if you want to stop into Friendly Froggers, if somebody wants to drop the link to Friendly Froggers into the Odysee chat, that's typically where I hang out after the show and such. Not today though, because I restreamed 45-1 actual show for about 3 hours after this one, and I go into communication silence because I don't want any talking over his stream. So yes, but on Monday, what is it? Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm available after the show, and then I'm typically available after 3 Central Time or noon. It's like around noon, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Central Time. You'll typically find me in Friendly Froggers if you want to stop in. And yeah, I'll definitely chat with you.
And Pitbull had a picture of HRC and asked if she shit herself. It looked like she sharted.
It looks like she may have sharded, and I don't know if that's Photoshop, but at her age, it's not unheard of that, there's a little anal leakage, especially if she's eating like Olestra. Remember those chips that they said it had a warning right on the bag of chips that said may cause anal leakage? I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh,
It was
I don't think. I don't know.
You don't remember? Okay, here. Let's watch Eric Swalwell's, I don't know what this video. Let's do a hot take, and we'll be right back. Mic off.
You're weird.
He is weird, but cute.
Gross.
Mary Anderson,
Yes.
I have a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest for what?
Penal Code 243 violation. Unlawful termination of a pregnancy.
You gotta be kidding me.
That is my personal business.
That's for the courts to decide, ma'am. Your medical records have been subpoenaed, and Dr. Landry's already in custody.
No, my God, you can't just.
You will have to submit to a physical examination.
What? By who?
No one's touching
Sir,
me. My wife.
get that! Ma'am, turn around!
my God.
Put your hands behind your back, now!
Why is this happening? Love you later.
We're just enforcing the law here.
Elections have consequences. Vote Democrat on November 8th.
Stop Republicans from criminalizing abortion everywhere. Protect women's rights and freedom.
Please don't do this. Please.
Damn.
I have
That's
so
That was
many.
scary.
I have so many
That's so
things to say.
stupid.
That's fucking funny.
I
That's
have.
so dumb.
It's funny, but you're not a woman, so they're definitely in that. And think about these people that are undereducated. How scary that is going to be to them.
Oh yeah.
I have several things to say. Did they traumatize a baby to make this, number one? Number two, are they not going to address how they went and put people into medical, like they fucking strong-armed people to take a fucking shot. Now we're having a little bit of, I hear a little feedback. I'm just hoping that
Isn't it
okay.
sorry. Isn't it the Democrats that want to lock people up if they don't agree with gender affirming surgeries?
Thank you.
God, they're psychos. Does anybody see this on their side?
Can we talk about the cognitive dissonance that they always want to push on everyone else? It's like they put us. Now we are having. I'm afraid that this feedback is going to reach a level where it starts screaming.
I think it's kids. Kid needs to put their mic on.
Let's see. Let me go and. I'm going to go and check the Jitsi. I'm coming into the Jitsi. Everyone, put your clothes on. Okay. All right. It looks like it went away. Okay. Yes, the medical tyranny aspect of being told that you have to take an experimental shot or you can't have a job or you can't go certain places, and this is what the Democratic Party.
Hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Kid.
Hey, kid.
I'm a life check.
And what?
It's a life check.
A live cack. I don't know what that means, guys. What does that mean?
No idea.
Okay.
Live check. Live and breathing. I'm a human being. I'm
Life.
Well,
Proof of life.
Life
okay.
check.
We have
Checking in
proof
on
of
us.
life.
He's alive. Thank God. Thank you, God, for having Kid be alive and with us today. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. This Eric Swalwell campaign, I've seen campaigns like this in Minnesota where the Democratic Party is doing the same kind of shit, where they went and had a plumbing commercial speaking to men about abortion, talking about clearing a clog out of a drain and equating an abortion to removing a hair clog from a pipe. That kind of fucked up. And I'll go back to it. We've just been through, and we're still going through the medical tyranny regarding COVID. Welcome to YouTube. Okay, hello YouTube. We're archiving here. I need your AI to maybe take a chill pill, motherfucker. Okay, so we're still under medical tyranny. What is the other aspect? What was that other aspect that was brought up? Help. It's not just COVID. It's something else. What?
They want to lock you up if you don't
gender affirm.
let your kid change their gender.
Yes, and I was speaking to a pediatrician. Now I don't know if that pediatrician is still in the audience this morning, because he said that he would be interested in catching the show. So I gave him the information to this Odysee event. The pediatrician was telling me that in Minnesota, parents are being removed from the medical aspects of care regarding their children when it comes to gender affirmation. That there is a push behind the scenes to, for lack of better term, hamstring the doctors into removing parental vision, observation regarding pediatrics. That's coming from a Democratic pediatrician. This is what blew my mind about the evening when they came over. This this pediatrician and his husband are Democratic like my husband. However, there's an awakening happening on both sides of the aisle where people are waking up on the side, which, as you can see, is being represented in this commercial. And they're like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. The common sense has gone out the window, and they're waking up. However, we have Eric Swalwell right here doing more fear porn and fear campaigning. And I think if I just saw what I saw, they made a baby cry just for this production. I mean, do they just wait till the baby starts crying? Or did they go up and pinch the baby? What in the hell happened? I'm concerned about the kid in the
I know.
video.
You know what? The baby was probably the way they do movies. You know, they do scene by scene, and then also, you know, they dub over babies crying on shit. I caught them doing that shit all the fucking time. I was watching Shaw's of Sunset, and they were trying to make it seem like Mercedes wasn't, her baby was crying, and I was like, that's a fucking Persian mom. You guys are idiots. That baby ain't crying. You're fucking stupid. That baby ain't crying. I guarantee you that baby's the center of her fucking world and her husband's world, and they're not letting that baby cry. No. They dubbed that shit over. But where do they get the babies crying from? Well, you know, who knows? Maybe they got some good, you know, they got some kid actually really, you know, crying somewhere, doing something. So I don't know.
I'm reading the chat. There were two babies. I saw a baby and I saw a little girl. Were there
Yeah, a
two
little
babies?
girl. That little girl was very young too. I don't know, and I don't know, but she had a smile. She had a duping delight smile on her face at one point, so she knew, she was aware that she was in a simulated thing.
Can you explain your term, the definition for that term? Pardon
Duping delight.
I'm feeling a little gassy. Pardon me. Sorry.
Okay, duping delight is when you can't help how your fate, you can't help how your muscles. So we have an intrinsic, and I don't got the words. I had the words last night when I was sleeping. I was like, oh, now you got the words. Now I don't have them in the morning. Innate and internal. So it's biopsychophysiology. What happens on the inside happens on the outside. Some things on the inside are we don't have control over that. We just don't have. That's not really a duping delight. That's like she's just smiling. She's happy. Duping delight. Gavin Newsom does it all the time. Like he'll be talking about the fires, and you'll see his smile. His face goes up. He can't help it. He's trying not to smile, but they can't freaking help it. It's like, try it. When you're so excited about something, you can't hide, you can't hide your happiness. And it's because you have pulled the wool over somebody's eyes, or you are actively pulling the wool over somebody's eyes. So that little girl was privy to know that this is a skit. You're acting. She knew she was acting, but she was at that age where she really can't. That's why they go get Botox. I really believe they go get Botox so they don't show that. It's just a way. We have something like 58 months in our mouth and our jaw that control how, because we got to talk, we got to speak, and so actually smiling will make you happy. I know it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it, but if you're in a freaking shitty ass mood, or you're mad, you're bad. If you're mad, I mean, that's, some guys use that as a. I've seen it. I've seen soldiers who actually bite their lip because they're changing the way they're feeling. They're feeling a certain way that they can't fucking control because it's an inside thing, that panic or whatever. They bite their lip, and you'll literally see blood coming out of their lip, because they're trying to get out of where they're at. It's behavior. The inside behavior, I'm starting to get excited in my inside here. You can control your own behavior. You just have to be able to recognize when you're going into a triggered emotion. It's hard. It's not hard because we don't know. Sometimes we don't know. We just are told, oh, you're such an angry person. You're always fucking angry. Why are you always fucking angry? What's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know why I'm angry. Well, I'm angry because I'm being lied to my whole fucking life.
And
so once I learned about the lie, I was like, oh shit, like the anger just immediately, like, kind of might have lost 5 pounds. evaporated. I actually lost close to 50 pounds.
So I have a comment regarding that Eric Swalwell thing.
Yes.
So he had to go and make up a situation and pretend for his ad, for his whatever, his attack ad. He had to make something up because that shit hasn't happened yet, so that means it's made up, right?
Go on.
Yeah, that was a play. That was a Broadway production.
All right. So on the flip side, so that's fake as of today. That is a fake ad because that's not real. It hasn't happened. It's never happened. It's considered fake.
Not in the United States of America.
Right. Okay. So on the flip side, all we have to do to attack that, the right side, is just show live footage of security footage in Democrat areas, everything we've been watching for the last 2 years. That's all you have to do to counter that. Show actual, real shit that's happened.
And I think a lot of
vote
creators
Republican.
That's misinformation, man. That was mostly peaceful you're talking about.
That is exactly what that Jankovic or whatever that scary Poppins that I tried pulling up yesterday and I couldn't get any information on until I went to Yandex in Russia. That's exactly that kind of stuff, Maine, that they were trying to suppress. Your point is well taken. Yes, continue.
But see, that production
That's it.
pulls at the heartstrings. You got the kids crying, you got the mom, the family atmosphere that they can't stand anyway in panic.
The thing is, though,
It's
and
to pull
we'll,
at the heartstrings.
we'll get to Dylan
Burning
in just
cars,
a bit.
that's nothing. Burning buildings,
Think about like what they're pressing though. They are talking about they're making us be concerned about this woman who is in what appears to be a stable home environment, doesn't appear the no talk about health issues, and it's like, please don't prevent me from having these forceps with sharp one way only. Am I gonna go into yesterday's mood? I'm still wearing the 45-1 actual Big Dick Energy t-shirt. It might happen. We are talking about grabbing the limbs. We're not talking about suction. We're not talking about like just weeks old, and we're not talking about a rudimentary fucking nervous system. We're not talking about pre-heartbeat. It's like we're talking about what they want to push is this entity, male or female entity, with a spirit and sensation in a dark and warm location, comfortable. Open up, go in with the clamps, pull the limbs off just to be really, and then you'll crush the head. Can't hear the baby screaming. This is what we're talking about. So I'm gonna use my DVT right now. You're gonna actually watch me use it to not go the fuck off because that's what Eric Swalwell is promoting.
I'm thinking about Philly G and all the letters she writes. I hope she writes a letter to this motherfucker.
Right? Because
I don't know.
we're supposed to feel...
Why should I leave it up to Philly G? Why should I leave it up to Philly G? There's 20 of us to write him and tell him, you know what, your fear tactics are bullshit. Take him down. It's mind control or whatever it is. It's about you're violating me. You're violating my family. You're violating my community. You're violating we the people. We the people. All you have to really do is just send him a letter. Say, we the people don't buy into your shit and we want you to take it down.
And we can see what the people who they're going up against, like who they're lambasting. These people, by their policies, say, if you are a female and if your health is in danger, you will get assistance. No one's taking that away. No one is taking away your right to preserve your own body. The thing which the Democratic Party is pushing is that, my relationship status changed, so I want to kill a baby. Oh, I changed my mind. It's like the baby is now very well formed. I want to kill the baby. I want to breech birth the baby. I want the head still inside the vagina, the vaginal tract. I want to take a nice sharp instrument. I want to put it right up the base of the, the skull. I want to get in there while the arms and legs are like, you can't see me off camera, but my arms and legs are like flailing and stuff. And I want to stick that shunt right into this baby's brain, and I want to fucking scramble. I don't just want to cut and sever the spinal cord connection to the brain. No, I want to actually get in there and scramble this shit out of this baby's brain while it's partway in the mother, so you can't hear the baby screaming. That's what we're talking about.
Kevin,
yes,
that needs to be the response video to that video.
There you go.
Oh, I'll make a short. I'll try to make a short out of that. Now, I see that this is an important topic, and we're down to our last 14 minutes. And Laura the Goddess wanted me to react to Dylan Mulvaney. I forgot who this bitch was.
She's the one from. She was the mom. Wasn't she the Glee something?
Was this the Glee actor? Was this the gay kid from Glee?
Yeah, that one right there. But I think the one on the top is the. Wait,
they're all Dylan. They're all Dylan.
That's not Dylan. Is that Dylan?
This is Dylan right here. This
Dylan
is
down here.
Well, here.
But remember, so on the show Glee, I don't know, maybe I have the wrong people. On the show Glee, they have the older lady and then the young chick that kind of look like her, and then now he's looking like them all.
I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do. I think it's all just a fake. I mean, this bitch hasn't gone in for. Look at this. You see this? This? Do you see? Okay. Well, okay. I'm on a filter right now, but I can guarantee you, my pores. There are no hairs in my pores because I've undergone extensive, painful procedures to have my hair follicles removed. I mean, this. Oh, and what's this? I'm not opening this, but it says the Skivvies and Dylan Mulvaney, 16 going on 7 teenage dream. What the actual fuck?
16 going on 7. Yeah, I mean, you can parade children around in their underwear and in bathing suits. I remember when I was a kid, I was on the swim team. I was also a lifeguard, but when I was young and we had to wear the Speedos had just come out and they were so thin, lycra material. Oh. And that was probably the 70s, and I was so conscious of my vagina. So I was a little girl, and I was so upset about these bathing suits because they were just, I don't know, they were just so sheer, and I was a little girl. I come from abuse. I didn't want men looking at me. When I was 12 years old, when I was 12 years old, the men were looking at me. Yes.
Well, apparently, I guess biological female youth aren't going to have to worry about that much longer because you're being replaced with biological males who are going to be made into pseudo fucking counterfeit females, and I guess we're gonna get something like this. Laura the Goddess, I get you. It's like Laura the Goddess says, my problem with this person now is that the companies are allowing him to speak to and for women. I get that. Let's just kill the mic for just a moment because I'm curious what the fuck I'm looking at right here. One moment, please.
Of being a girl.
Hello. First of all, I would never open my.
Hey guys, it's day 4 of being a girl.
Hello. First of all, I would never open my video saying, "Hey guys." So you got that part wrong. Second of all, I don't know your name, and that really bothers me because when I talk to someone, I like to know their name. And third of all, I know that this is what you want. You want me to respond. You want me to react. You want attention. And I've seen your videos for a few weeks, if not months now. I didn't have time to respond to those.
I don't give a fuck what you have to say. You're a transvestite. You're just a fucking transvestite. You're not even a transsexual, you fucking piece of shit. You have no tits. You haven't gone through the pain of any fucking surgeries. You haven't gone through the pain of any fucking, aesthetics It's like I can still see your 5 o'clock shadow. You wear a shit ton of makeup. You're the twinkle.
I know who this is now. Yeah, he's a twinkle for sure.
Fuck! Fuck! I'm spinning now. Fuck! This person is representing women? You fucking little bitch! You little slut! You whore! You're just a fucking day 172 of girlhood. Bitch! You are going to harm kids. You are supposed to be a role model. You're not even committed to the process. You're just a fucking transvestite. You haven't had any of the bottom surgeries. You've not had the pain of growing breasts. You have no idea what it's like to grow a B cup. You don't know what it's like to have a mammogram. You don't know what it's like to have a lumpectomy. You don't know what it's like to have an orchiectomy. You don't know what it's like to have a fucking zero-depth vaginoplasty, or not even vaginoplasty, just a fucking zero-depth vulvoplasty for a fucking cosmetic go nowhere, fucking wrecked, can't have an orgasm any longer. You're just making money. You're a whore. Ugh! And you're going to go and say, people are going to say that you're a woman. People are going to say, oh, you're stunning and brave. You're an opportunistic infection, sir. That's my response. Lord Goddess, you happy? God
Wonderful,
damn!
man. That's
Fucking
wonderful.
read, right?
I was thinking of Dina. That one picture looks like Dina Menzel. I think that's her name. Dina Menzel. The one in the middle. I don't think that's her. I think that's who he wants to look like. He wants to look like the Glee kids, but he doesn't have any talent.
Oh.
No talent. Like I know who this is now because I don't know who played it or if I just seen it. He's in the black spandex and the black shirt, and he's out going over the little water bridge and out in the nature. Yeah, I seen this video once. That's why it's actually.
This dude is
This
making
is so
fun
fucking
of
fake.
women.
What world is this? This is some bizarre.
He's not even a parody of any of my girlfriends, so I don't know.
I don't know any women like this. I don't know any women who act like this. And if they do act like this, there's something fucking wrong with them. There's something I mean, it's one thing to be girl cute. It's one thing to be an ingenue. It's one thing to do like a caricature. He's doing a caricature of what he thinks a woman is. And that, I mean, women just sit around on fluffy, oh my God, I'm running out of time. Why in the fuck did I have to deal with this on a Wednesday? We started talking about, I just wanted a nice, light.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. Stop. Don't scroll. Don't scroll.
Okay.
Go top right.
Top right.
Top right picture.
This one.
The one with the boobies?
Yes.
That's not him.
I saw him with a beard. Does it play?
Let's see. Mic off. One moment.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's day 100.
It's day
Of being a
100.
girl?
It's day 100.
Oh, it wasn't him.
It's day 100.
So we have a combination of biological men and women, and then I think there was a tranny in there somewhere. Trans
I think
pride.
you're all trannies.
What the fuck is this? I know this symbol from witchcraft. That's
TikTok.
That's a fucking... That right there is a Baphometic symbol. I remember that symbol. Holy shit. They're using fucking sigils in their TikToks. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, how much time do we have left? 45-1 Actuals Big Dick Energy Brigade radio show is coming up. I am done with Dylan. Dylan, fuck you so much. If you got hit by a bus, I would say that's, it's terrible. Human life
I'm gonna
was
go
lost.
walk and I'll come back and watch some 45. Come on, 45-1. I will watch some of that. I'll watch some of your metal and have fun. And I want everybody to have a wonderful day. God's love. I love you. Praying for all.
Thank you, Callie girl. And those prayers are reciprocal. Oh,
thank you.
Yes. So coming up here, because I've been very bad about not doing these, and sometimes I get caught up and I forget to do these, but it's meaningful to do this stuff. Remember, the pond is open 24/7 with Pastor Chatelet on Odysee. Go look him up. Go hang out over there. We've got, Rakita Law if you want Rakita Law, but it's not for everyone. But I'm just saying, it's somebody I follow. King of Casual will be live in 3 days with, I presume, some new Beach Dub Revolution. So that will be played in the pre-show show. We've got DJ Brandrak coming up in 5 hours. I've been catching some of his sets, playing them in the morning as well. I approve. And then, of course, we have 45-1 Actual coming up here in 4 minutes. Let's make sure. Okay, so I'm not ready to go on out yet. Man, you guys got me spun up on a Wednesday. We started the show talking about flatulence and ended up over here. So let me go and look at the chat. I can't scroll back. I am retarded technically. Let's see. All right. So I understand your anger, TRT, and you are right on the money. It's all about money. Evie, good morning. Oh, Lordy. Okay, extremely. I hope you recorded that. Yes, Laura, this has been recorded. I'll probably snip this up and make sure it's out of context, because what the fuck? Okay, so at MBB. Okay, so you guys are talking. All right, and then I think, okay, I don't know if you're talking to me right now, MBB, but I believe it says, our imagination limits how evil we can conceive these people are. The horror is beyond the capacity of our imagination. They have only to know to see, then you are marked for life and angry it happens. Back when I was on the left, I was evil and it was fun. Now that I'm not on the left, I see my gosh, sometimes I actually have moments during the show where I realize the depth of depravity I come from. Holy shit. Okay, then you can cope.
Later, dude.
Pardon me?
I said later, dude.
Later, man. Oh, introduce Ninja to a lot of the stuff in the first thought was crazy until he watched him. All right. Gonna go check it with 451. Yep. Head on over to 451 Actual. I'll be dropping his link in just a bit. All right. Okay. Not sure Frazzle Drip is a subject for TRT stream. MBB, I will do it. I'm only lightly acquainted with Frazzle Drip, but I'm in it, and I'm an adult, so I might puke, but we will see. Kid Seville, at least we know you wake up warm. Oh, but yes. Okay, fired up. Yes, okay, I was fired up. This looks like it's going to be starting soon. I am now going to wrap up the show, but I did want to drop in the link for those people who are new. There you go. Mike is now going off. I'm going to run the outro. See you guys at 45-1 Actual Big Dick Energy Brigade radio show. Have a wonderful day. God bless.